Okay, folks, it's time to hear from one of our innovation sponsors. And first up, really pleased to welcome Guy Sutherland and James Lewis from UrbanThings. Part of Paragon ID, UrbanThings is a UK-based technology company providing cities, local authorities and passenger transport operators with a smart transport platform for mobile ticketing and reservations, live vehicle tracking and rich passenger analytics. Guy is head of bids and partnerships and has a wealth of experience in the transport industry, specialising in the use of SaaS technology to improve passenger experience and to provide operators and authorities with better visibility of how their passengers travel. He's passionate about how modern technology platforms such as Urban Hub can be implemented through MaaS and SaaS fare collection to drive more sustainable travel choices. James is Customer Success Lead and is also responsible for delivering UrbanThings white label solutions. He's worked on several complex projects, including the launch of the Rail Plus Club loyalty app, trialled on Thameslink and Great Northern Railway lines. James and Guy are going to discuss the state of MaaS today, what the roadmap for MaaS might look like, and how a single source of information and passenger communication and simplified and unified payments can enable operators and authorities to drive behavioural change.
Thank you very much. As we sort of kick off, I firstly just want to level with everyone and say, if I was in the audience, I would probably be sitting here thinking, oh no, not another presentation about MaaS. We're trying to take a slightly different view today. We want to talk a little bit about the promises that MaaS has made us, the challenges that we're facing with it, and what the path out of that might look like. Just to kind of introduce ourselves, I'm Guy. We've kind of just had a pretty thorough introduction, but just to put the face to the name.
And I'm James. Nice to meet you all. I'm sorry they couldn't get Anton there.
We'll try to be the next best thing for you. So in terms of the background of who we are, as we said, we're part of the Paragon ID. Our goal is simply to make travel simple. We've been working for over a decade within the UK, Europe and North America to achieve this goal with our mobility platform that combines transport technologies to create a simple shared transport journey experience and try to encourage people to take more sustainable journeys and make more sustainable choices. Today, that's sort of bringing in more than 130 million journeys a year.
Yes, so today we're talking about MaaS, and we've all heard the term MaaS thrown around a lot. MaaS has been one of the biggest buzzwords in the industry for several years now. But what is it actually? It means different things to different people, and perhaps at its simplest level, though, we can define MaaS as the tool which delivers us optimal, fully integrated, seamless passenger journeys.
That simplicity, however, doesn't quite capture the depth of the promises that MaaS has made to us. At its highest level, MaaS promises a world where passengers can go from A to B to C using whatever operator they need to use, and that journey could include any combination of modes that they might need to travel on. This is, we're talking about everything from bus, train, rail, ride-hail, micromobility, and even if passengers want to walk and cycle as part of that journey. But in order to deliver on this vision and deliver on these promises, we're expecting MaaS to provide us with an end-to-end multimodal journey planning experience that provides passengers with assistance along the way, turn by turn. In order to serve these journeys, MaaS needs to move us to a post-ticket world where passengers can access all of their modes in a token-agnostic fashion, travelling across a system with whatever token they like linked to their account, telling the system where they're going. That creates unified and simple payments, making it easy to understand what you're going to pay and making sure you only need to have one method of payment as you go around. And it gets rid of the days where we have to download 3 or 4 different apps just to make one journey. Presents us with an opportunity where passengers have a single source of truth for information, for communication with the operators, to understand what their journeys are, what their journeys are going to be, and what their journeys have been when they've completed it and they've been charged. And from the operator's perspective and the authority's perspective, MaaS promises us an integrated back office for reporting, analytics, apportionment, and communications across the whole network. That allows them to better understand how passengers are moving around and promote loyalty and behavioural change towards the sustainable choices we want people to make. So, sounds like a perfect vision, right, for a modern transport solution. What's stopping us? We're looking at a massive vision, and this pursuit of perfection is ultimately what's holding us up. Real life, practical mass is being delayed and is remaining as simply a talking point for conferences just like this. The reasons we think for that, the result of that is causing long and complex procurements, creating scenarios where procurements roll on into the future, maybe even get cancelled and don't end up happening altogether. Once those procurements are successfully completed, we're then left with a project that takes years and years to deliver. All the while, the operators, the local authority, and ultimately the taxpayer are footing the bill for an expensive, complex capital expense. Why do we think that's happening then? Whilst it's a very complex set of problems, we think it distills actually fairly simply into a few key buckets. The commercial barriers that we're facing when we head up into this real world are that operators have historically been competing with each other, and they continue to have these competitive instincts. It's difficult to get an operator overnight to want to work directly alongside other operators, share their passengers, share their fares, share their networks. If you can get them to agree, the next challenge is getting them to agree on a multi-operator fare scheme. How much is that going to charge? Who gets what share of the fare? How are they going to pay? Whose app are they going to use? If you agree on that, we're left with the final question of, okay, who pays for this system? On the technological side, once you've solved the challenges of getting everyone to work together, you then find that everyone's got different technology on board. They've got different equipment, different hardware, different ticketing standards. Some may have CEMV, some are using ITSO, some have different QR standards. And alongside this, all of those different modes and operators, whether we're talking about bus, rail, or even micromobility and scooters, have got different accounts that need to be connected. All of this then ultimately lands us with the challenge of a need for standardization. We've got a wide range of data formats, a wide range of data options, a wide range of payment options, and none of that is standardized into a simple platform. All of this faces us when we want to launch one of these perfect MaaS schemes, all because we're chasing the vision of getting that perfect all-in-one MaaS system all at once, all at the same time, at the flick of a switch.
So I think it's clear then from the challenges that we've set out that we're not going to achieve our perfect MaaS utopia on day one. Additionally, as we shape this vision, technology changes, and so the goalposts move. And passenger demands are changing too all the time. So the barriers to our perfect idea of MaaS are quite clear. So what we think and what we propose is, what if we stop chasing perfection? Instead, what if we use what's available now, today, to deploy a flexible solution on a flexible platform that can evolve over time? This approach equates to a now-first approach, where we still achieve the MaaS utopia we wish for, but step by step. So using this now-first approach, what might the roadmap to our MaaS utopia actually look like? Today, already, we can deliver the following. Multimodal and multi-operator journey plans with real-time information for bus, tram, train, bike, scooter, and walking. We can support this with turn-by-turn assistance. And whilst we can achieve that already, payments and ticketing are not still fully integrated. Nevertheless, right now, today, we can support a variety of ticketing and validation standards in a single app. So that would include QR ticketing, visual validation tickets, ITSO product purchase, as well as ITSO smart card reading and loading, contactless journey histories within an app, and bike and scooter access. So, as we've discussed, that's not the end goal for ticketing and payment system. Crucially, however, using the technology we already have now, we can bring together strands that are currently disjointed. So already then, we can meet this criteria of delivering a single app, which can act as a single point of access and a single point of customer communication. And this is crucial, we think, to helping us move towards our MaaS utopia. It's important to get people using this and deliver them the efficiencies and benefits that are available now, instead of withholding stuff until we've all agreed on what the perfect solution is going to be. So if we deliver the benefits that are available now, today, and get people using a single solution MaaS application, then we can build social currency for overcoming the remaining barriers of MaaS. The next steps will then be towards delivering that fully integrated fair and payment system, i.e. the token agnostic based payment system. Exactly how that will look is unclear, and those are the moving goalposts that I mentioned earlier. And there will be commercial and policy barriers to overcome on that journey. However, we should not let that prevent us from delivering passengers and residents what we have available now. In fact, by delivering what we have available now, we can build the social capital to unlock where we want to go. And we can also use the services we deploy today as a test bed, so we can get real-world feedback from passengers and iterate and improve as we move forward. So, in conclusion, we think we have the tools we need to begin our journey towards our MaaS utopia today, and if we aspire to take it step by step, then this enables us to get off the ground.